In February, we met 11-year-old Ashley Surin, whose parents fought for her right to use medical marijuana while at school in her home state of Illinois in order to treat her severe seizures. Well, California mom Jana Adams saw our story and wrote to us about her own daughter, Brooke, who also takes medical marijuana to treat a very rare form of epilepsy in her home state. Now, even though medical marijuana is legal where she lives in California, the law says you can't have it in public schools. And so little Brooke has been told she cannot attend kindergarten and have access to her medication, which is a problem. Watch this.
Around the rosy, pocket full of posies.
Jana and John Adams raised their 4 children in California. The family enjoys playful moments.
Elephant. Dad, elephant.
But there are also interruptions to that joy. 5-year-old Brooke has had seizures practically all of her life. She was nearly 1 when a doctor was finally able to tell her parents why.
Brooke was diagnosed with Dravet syndrome in March of 2014. Seizures just nonstop. Her seizures last hours. It's devastating.
You feel quite helpless. There's not a whole lot you can do.
Brooke's doctor put her on seizure medications, but Brooke's episodes did not stop completely. Jana and John were willing to try just about anything to control them.
We have 3 other older kids, and they've, of course, had probably a lot less time with mom and dad because somebody has to be watching Brooke 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In October 2014, the family tried something new. In addition to 4 prescription medications, they gave Brooke CBD oil, a derivative of the marijuana plant.
We're a Mormon family, you know, we don't drink, don't smoke marijuana.
Cannabis has really helped her decrease the number of seizures she's been having. She used to have 20 to 30 a month, and now she's down to, 4 to 5.
Okay, let's take your medicine. Okay. You okay?
You just put drops in her mouth. She takes it 3 times a day.
Good job.
We were able to wean some of the pharmaceuticals off, but she would have withdrawal seizures. And so that's when we were introduced with THC.
With the THC oil, we have a lot of confidence that it will stop the seizures quite rapidly.
Smartphone video taken by Brooke's sister in June is difficult to watch, but shows how Brooke appears to respond once given THC oil.
She's able to, stop the seizure within minutes.
For Brooke, it really can be a life-saving medication because the typical medications that we use as rescue medications just did not work. It's critical that she have that available to her.
Despite some developmental delays, Brooke is ready for kindergarten. Her parents say she would need her medical marijuana and her nurse to administer it if she had a seizure in the classroom. California state law prohibits medical marijuana in public schools. There is a bill moving through the state's legislature which would allow parents or guardians to administer medical marijuana to a student on campus if the school district were to agree. Unfortunately, Jana says it would not help Brooke.
The current bill allows a parent or guardian to go to the school, give the medication to the child, and then take it home with them. I would have to be sitting out front of the school waiting for a seizure to happen.
Brooke's public school district, Rincon Valley Union, has suggested sending a teacher to her home for schooling instead.
There would be no social interaction. She learns from watching her peers.
Jana and John have decided to contest the district's decision to have Brooke taught by a teacher at her home. A hearing is set for tomorrow.
Brooke is a kid that needs to go to school. That's all we're asking, is for her to be given medication so that she can enjoy school.
The family's attorney says both sides want to do what's best for Brooke. And in a statement, the school district says it appreciates the family's desire to have Brooke educated at a public school, and it looks forward to a legal decision that will guide them through competing legal requirements. The Adams' hope for one outcome.
We'd just like Brooke to have the same opportunity that every other kid has to go to school, and if she needs medicine, to have her medicine.
These states need to do better. They need to do better. This is a no-brainer. We need actual human beings coming to reasonable conclusions to protect these children. That'll be my final word on it for today. We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here. to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.